Chapter 19, Rimuru Pav. After I gave them names, all of them evolved into demon peers, instantly becoming twice as strong as before. And just like always, they challenged me like idiots. But I effortlessly beat them to a pulp without even exerting myself. Compared to true dragons, they are insignificant. After beating them, I stayed in the underworld for some time and returned to the material world. In all these years, they have become strong but not strong enough to inflict any damage on any true dragon. But it was only a few centuries ago. After returning from the underworld, Veldora showed me his new fighting style, Veldora's style killing art. And actually, it was quite good and also had some good moves and techniques in it. But it also has some flaws in it. He had just created them after seeing mangas in his imagination after all. So I and Seal helped him to refine his fighting style, and now his fighting style is one of the best and strongest fighting styles in the world. And seeing his fighting style, I also wanted to create a fighting style for myself. It was only out of boredom, yeah exactly only out of boredom, not out of jealousy. Less than I can sense a lie here. Greater than, I think I heard something, must be my imagination. So where was I? I remember. So with Seal and Veldora, we created a new fighting style which includes usages of Neolithic energy. It is a style only for those people who have Tempest in their names. And Seal gave an order to the voice of the world that besides me, Seal, and Veldora, no one will be able to give the name Tempest to anyone or add it to their names. And I know that Veldora would never name Tempest anyone like that, he will only give that name to very close people or those who are worthy of it. The name of the fighting style that we created is Tempest Arts. It has many and all kinds of moves and techniques in it. Like martial arts and sword techniques, etc. For the time being, there are only 3 users of this style, and they are me, Seal, and Veldora. I also learned how to use my eyes properly because when I was irritated because of Veldora, I accidentally activated my Eyes of Destruction and destroyed 2 billion timelines and 5 omniverses. But there is no biggie because Seal restored it to its previous state. After that, I went to the void and mastered how to use my eyes properly because they are too powerful if I let them loose, then, it can destroy the entire existence including void. Anyway, now I can use my eyes however I want. Like even though when I am extremely angry, I activate my eyes, but it doesn't destroy anything as long as I don't want to. But when I used on Veldora to shut him up just to scare him, he was scared to death and nearly fainted from the sheer power that is radiating from my eyes. Even though I didn't destroy anything, it still holds the power to destroy entire existence. It's a great tool to intimidate someone. I am sure that anyone besides true demon lord level will faint just with being in the presence of my eyes and without even using it. In all these years, Veldora has matured quite a lot. Now he didn't do everything without thinking but still sometimes he does things like that. But still, even after maturing, he still acts like a childish and an idiotic. Also, he still acts like tsundere. But a little less than before. But it's in his very core to act like this, because of him being the manifestation of Storm, I guess. Also, because of living together for all these years, we gave each other nicknames like usually I call Veldora as Buddy, Breeze Dragon, Veladora, Otaku Dragon, Old Man. He doesn't mind that I call him that, and usually, he calls me by my name and Buddy or Bro. Even though we are not actually brothers, we still consider each other as brothers, you know, and Veldora is someone who is equally important and precious to me as Seal. I also call Velzard as Vels and Velgrind as Grind because it sounds good. And they don't mind it either. And to Veldanava, I just call him Velda cause his name is too long. And they just call me by my name. Out of boredom, me and Velda even visited Ivaraj once. That time he was in a separate dimension where only he and some other things that Velda had created exist, and there was no sign of life exist. He was still a mindless beast and attacked us so I just killed him. But he is just like us true dragons, resurrect himself. And when he resurrected himself, I was going to erase his concept of existence, but Velda stopped me because he wanted to see what will happen if in the future he will gain an ego. So I suggest Velda to put him in another dimension and put a seal on it, and he exactly did that. And gave his first servant order to watch over him. I never met him, but I think Velda said that his name is Roadway. Falseway. Birdway or something like that. His name is weird. Some centuries ago, Velda encountered a mad titan who just wanted to destroy everything. He was strong but not that strong. He was at the level of Velgrind. But if Velgrind got serious then she can kill him without much difficulty. And me, Velda, Veldora, and Vels are different cases because for us he is not that much of a big deal. When he started too much destruction, Velda just fought him and separated him into 3 different beings. But even after that, the middle one still wanted to destroy everything and cause chaos, so Velda just sealed him. And if I am right, then the other 2 are making their kingdom. The Kingdom of Giants. A few centuries ago, Guy was summoned for the first time in the material world. After getting summoned, he just destroyed 2 nations and evolved into a true demon lord, and his unique skill Pride also evolved into Prideful King, Lucifer, a Sin series ultimate skill. After evolving into a true demon lord, he is as strong as Velgrind. In my story, Guy has become strong enough to beat Velgrind even when she is stronger than her canon self and able to give a good fight to Velzard, who is also stronger than her canon self, is because he got named in the underworld a long time ago before getting summoned and evolved into Demon Peer. That's why he is able to become stronger than his canon self. I know that because we have a soul corridor. Because I know everything of every person who has a soul corridor with me. Like their skills, existence value, or things like that. His ultimate skill is also pretty strong, and later he evolved his space-time manipulation into space-time domination and made his skill more powerful. His skill also has an ability to copy others' skills, and in addition to that, it also had some more sub-skills. Overall, his skill is like this. Prideful King, Lucifer. Sub-skills. 1. Thought acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of 1,000,000. 2. Analytical appraisal. Analyzes and assesses the target. 3. Chant annulment. Eliminates the need for chanting when using magic. 4. All of creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealed phenomena in this world. 5. Skill copy. Consumes 8% max magicules, the ability to copy others' skills just by looking and understanding them. It can even copy ultimate skills. Excluding god-level skills. Understanding skill will become easy by using analytical appraisal. 6. Space-time domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. 7. Multi-dimensional barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always active multi-layer barrier in combination with Dimension Fault, the upgraded version of Distortion Field. It boasts a foolproof defense against physical, elemental, and emission-type attacks. While there are attacks that could potentially break it, if the user is able to analyze the nature of the oncoming attack, they can adjust the barrier to block it. Its performance is above that of even Ural's Absolute Guard. 8. Law manipulation. It enables the manipulation of the laws of the world from either a magical or scientific perspective. How effectively it is used depends on the user's abilities. If the user is not in possession of sufficient affinity for the respective laws or not in possession of enough knowledge about the scientific or magical laws and the way they operate, they will not be able to fully bring out the skill's power. And after becoming this strong, this idiot challenged Velda because he thought that after getting an ultimate skill he can be able to defeat him like how I was able to. I was a different case because I had more than one ultimate skill and I also evolved into a true dragon that time. But Velda defeated him without even difficulty. I mean, even though he is weaker than me, doesn't that mean he is weaker than everyone? He is still a true dragon and a god, you know. Even after giving up his omniscience, omnipresence, and omnipotence, he remained the strongest being until I came to existence. That's why he was called the Holy Will of Nature, the Star King Dragon Veldanava. But still, even after defeating him, Velda was impressed by Guy, and so he gave Guy a job. And that job is being the mediator of the world. He gave him the freedom to do whatever he wants, and in return, he has to maintain the world balance. After knowing that Guy has gotten Velda's interest, Vels followed him and fought him. But she is also able to defeat him pretty easily. I mean, not that easily, but she was able to defeat him. And after defeating him, she decided to stay with him. And now they live in the northern part of the world. Guy also summoned Rain and Misery as his servants. Actually, some time ago before Guy getting summoned when they all were in the underworld, Rain and Misery challenged Guy and made a deal that whoever loses will become the winner's servant, and they got defeated. And from that time, they are serving Guy. Guy has also become stronger than before in these few centuries. Now he can defeat Velgrind and give a good fight to Vels, but he cannot defeat Vels. After some time of Guy becoming a demon lord, Velda took a human as his student and started to teach him. I think his name is Rudra or something. He taught him various things fighting style and made him stronger, and he evolved into the first true hero. The hero of the beginning. And just like Velgrind also took an interest in that hero, and she fought him. And to her surprise, he was able to defeat her. And after getting defeated by him, she also decided to stay with him. They usually stay in the east part of the world. Also Vels and Velgrind had developed some kind of rivalry between them. It's not the enemy type of rivalry, but it's a friendly rivalry between two sisters. I wonder why they didn't take interest in me. I already had fought both of them and defeated them also. It's unfair. Less than actually master, they stayed with you for trillions of years, and I can't see anything unfair here. Greater than. Okay, I get it. I also think they have this rivalry because of that hero and guy. Completely wrong assumption. And after reading the above sentence, don't think that Rimuru is dense in this story, because he is not, and their relationship will start in the next few chapters. And Velda is also moved with the sister of that hero, her name is Lucia. First, he was shy, but after talking with me, he confessed to her and they got married. They live with that hero, I think. After they all left, only me and Veldora left behind. So we also moved from the God's Mountain and now we stay in this forest. It's called the Great Jura Forest. I made a house exactly similar to our previous house, but a small one. After they all left, it was too much to do the chores in the home. Usually, it was divided into Velzard, Velgrind, and Veldora. First, they didn't want to, but I forced them to do that. I said if they want to stay in this house, then they have to look after the house and do work in the house. But when they left, it was too much pain for only me and Veldora. So I decided to summon a demon from my lineage. First, I was going to summon one of the servants who look after my territory when I am not in the underworld, but then I remember my promise with Diablo. And I summoned him and accepted him as my subordinate. Even after remembering the promise, I was not going to summon him, but then I thought that if I don't summon him, then he will be so annoying in the future. So I just summoned him. In the underworld, Guy and Diablo were equally strong, but after coming into the material world, Guy became stronger than Diablo. But when I summoned Diablo, he was not that much strong, so in order to kill my boredom I decided to train him a little. After training with me and Veldora, he became slightly weaker than Velgrind. I also wanted to do a new experiment, and that is, what if I were to give sufficient souls to someone who has the capability to evolve into true Demon Lord but didn't possess a Demon Lord seed, will that person be able to evolve into true Demon Lord? So to satisfy my curiosity, I created 100,000 souls and give them to him. And it worked, because after that, he evolved into a true Demon Lord. And now he is as strong as Guy. And before summoning him, he had acquired another unique skill, which is Seeker, and when he was evolving, Seal hijacked his evolution and merged his two unique skills and evolved into an ultimate skill, which is Temptation King, Azazel. Diablo's ultimate skill is one of the strongest ultimate skills in the entire existence, because he also has evolved his space-time manipulation into space-time domination and the law manipulation into law domination. And now that he had mastered his ultimate skill and becoming proficient enough in using his ultimate skill, that now his ultimate skill is comparable to God Series ultimate skill despite not being a God Series ultimate skill. Overall his skill is like this. Temptation King, Azazel, sub-skills. 1. Thought Acceleration. Accelerates the user's thought processing speed up to a factor of 1,000,000. 2. Analytical Appraisal. Analyzes and assesses the target. 3. Chant Annulment. Eliminates the need for chanting when using magic. 4. All of Creation. The ability to comprehend any non-concealed phenomena in this world. 5. Universal Sense. Universal Sense allows for the perception of nearly all things within a wide radius. It is an enhanced version of Magic Sense with superior sensory capabilities, allowing the user to perceive not only light and sound but also smell and heat in an extremely wide radius. 6. Demon Lord's Haki. It combines the effects of the extra skills Haki and Magic Aura and allows the user's aura to exert a powerful spiritual pressure over their targets and inflict them with potentially lethal magical effects. It is possible for one to immediately perish if they are too weak, or cause one to lose their sanity. 7. Law Domination. Gives the user absolute control over all laws of the world, magical or scientific, from the 5 basic elements of earth, water, fire, wind, and space, down to the properties of gravity, heat, and inertia, etc. 8. Space-time domination. It allows the user complete control over the elements of space and time, allowing them to perform space-time connection and instant motion easily. 9. Multi-dimensional barrier. It is a barrier-type skill that achieves absolute defense through the utilization of an always-active multi-layer barrier in combination with Dimension Fault, the upgraded version of Distortion Field. It boasts a foolproof defense against physical, elemental, and emission-type attacks. While there are attacks that could potentially break it, if the user is able to analyze the nature of the oncoming attack, they can adjust the barrier to block it. Its performance is above that of even Ural's Absolute Guard. 10. Temptation World. Originally, it allows the user to affect the target's consciousness and spirit, but it was further developed by Diablo to materialize a virtual world which the user has total control over. Reality Exchange. Allows the user to twist the truth and switches anything that happens in the virtual world with the real world. 11. Charm Domination. It allows the user to hypnotize and temporarily control the thoughts of their target with suggestions. It can be 100% effective on the people who do not possess an ultimate skill. And on the ultimate skill holders, the effect will be decreased. 12. Punitive Domination. He is also able to borrow a little amount of turn null energy from me through our soul corridor. It's only a little amount, but still, it makes him so much stronger that if he uses that properly, then he can defeat Vels pretty easily. But more than that, and his body will collapse. But his body is getting accustomed to the turn null energy, so I am sure that in the future he will be able to use more than what he can use now. So now he is stronger than Guy and as strong as Vels, but if Guy's ultimate skill evolves into a God Series ultimate skill, then Guy will also become as strong as both of them. Also, both Guy and Diablo are capable of moving in suspended world, meaning both of them had become digital nature beings. I also visited Guy once because it's been a long time since I met Vels, and I missed her. Even though we are not in a romantic relationship, we are very close friends, just 1 or 2 steps behind getting into a romantic relationship. And the same goes for me and Grind. I wonder if in the future, we will have that kind of relationship. Either way, I don't mind it. Less than they are worthy to be with Master, so I also agree. So if they want to be with Master, then they can. Greater than. Now even Seal is also agreeing. Well, I will think about that later. Also, it seems that now Guy is getting ahead of himself, so I think I have to bring him back to Earth again. Vels also told me that Guy and this hero Rudra are playing some kind of game, where instead of fighting directly, they will use others as their pawns to defeat each other's pawns. It's just like a match of chess, but here instead of using a board and pieces, they will use living beings as their pawns and the world as their chessboard. After some time to that incident, Velda and Lucia had a daughter which is Milam. And shortly after both of them died. I still didn't see her. But I will be meeting her soon because I can sense that she has started going on a rampage. I had already told Seal to collect her pet dragon's soul, so there is no problem. To be continued.